Hello and welcome to another replay analysis 7.27c. This is going to be a Morphling game. I believe it's a mid Morphling. Hang on, let me just see exactly what this guy's name is. This one, his name is MemezzIsMyDrug. Sounds like a legit name. But that is probably his official real name. So let's just look at his perspective. Again, first 10 minutes, we kind of want to just look at his laning, see what he can do better. Alright, cool. Thanks, Artie. All the best, man. And hi, Acer Phoenix. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're going to get into this one, just kind of see what's going on. Of course, please do give me a like and subscribe on YouTube. Obviously, that's like the biggest thing for me. But nonetheless, this is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a Morph versus an Abbadon mid. You don't see this ever, but this is where we're at now. So Morphling actually has to respect the Curse of Avernus. He's got 4 strikes on him already. And obviously that silence is there. But let's see what happens in terms of last hits. Abbadon is kind of just looking more for denies than anything else. So alright. I don't like it how the lane is like right in the middle. I feel like he needs to be pulling, and there's a lot more radiant creeps, so to speak, or sorry, the dire creeps, because it's on the other side. So this lane will definitely push, right? What do you do when it pushes? You follow him? No. Actually, well, it really doesn't matter at this point. So you're looking for denies, because, I mean, none of the creeps have spawned, right? But it looks like he's kind of a little bit, even he's not sure which way he goes. He's right under tower. He does need to get some denies. I think he got that last hit. And that Aphotic Shield will kind of scurry him back a little bit. I don't think you should be hitting the creep wave just willy-nilly, you know? I think that this is the type where... Last hit? Alright, so you got it. Alright. You missed that last hit, though. Okay, okay. You're going to go second Wraith Band into Morbid Mask. I wonder if this is going to be a shotgun build. But they're both level 3. 7 and 2 versus, you know, he's actually kind of taken over. And Abbadon, pauses. We ain't got time for that. Pauses. Ain't nothing going on. Alright, we're going to keep on going. People are playing. Oh, interesting. You can actually see them win the break game or whatever that the Find the Hero game. Did not know that on a replay. So we can see how good they are at like finding heroes. Alright, one thing I don't like is your camera work right here. Like this, okay, this is exactly what you were looking at, right? Hang on, let me pause it here, okay? Your hero is dead center on you, okay? But if we're looking at this in terms of relevance, right? What is important about looking behind you, right? Could there potentially be a gap here? Yeah, I could see that. But will somebody come all this way to gank you? No, probably not, right? So your camera... I mean, you need to be focusing on what you can see. Okay, let's look at your vision. I can't because it's in the free cam mode. But basically, hang on, let me go to your perspective. Pause it. Okay, so this is pretty much what we can see from you, right? I can't go to free cam now? I cannot. Okay. Shit, I screwed up. All right, so this is what you can see. What you need to be focused on is how, as a mid, how can I be ganked? What are the avenues of attack, right? This place, which you can see from the mini-map, as well as maybe up here, where it kind of gets a little bit of a shadow. Maybe they come from the high ground or whatever it is. So, again, centering yourself restricts you to this. You can't even see, like, you can see a little bit of Abbadon here. But if like, a support were literally to just run on up from the river... he would completely catch you off guard, right? So, in my opinion, your camera should be more like down here, right? Yeah, you have a little bit of a blind spot here, but you have the mini-map to kind of just scout that thing out, right? But you're looking further because you can see the high ground. This is super important as a mid, because if he just runs up on you, that's a massive, you know, like, you fucked up, right? If somebody came from the sides and the blinds, you know, you get blindsided, I could see it being, you know, going both ways or whatever. But this gives you the most real estate to see. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, let's go back to your camera. Your R low, you're morphing it down. And it doesn't even look like your Tango's working, but it is. All right. You need a backup. You probably... Okay. You're actually kind of... Ooh, that was kind of dangerous. I don't know what the point of that was. Okay. A Wraith Band. I really think you needed some healing. Some healing. Like a salve or something. Alright, you haven't been able to... Like, you're literally... You do know you're a ranged hero, right? Oh, you're gonna go for this? But you've been silenced? Okay. Points here. Alright. What you did was... If you're gonna... Okay. Hang on, let me rewind this. Alright, we're gonna spend a lot of time on this because I feel like this is important. Alright, what you're gonna do... Alright, here. Your attack range is probably about to here. You have like a baby ranged attack, okay? The thing is that what you decide to do is you stand right next to him, you let him come to you. What you do is, think of yourself as like a Tango, right? What is the maximum range of my ranged attack? You need to always be in that range so that when he steps forward, you back up. When he goes away, you step forward. So you're always having that attack vector. This is like a fighting game mentality thing, right? Where you're always in that space, okay? And so if you're fighting right next to the guy, you're literally playing to his advantage. He's a melee hero. He wants to be in melee, right? But if you're, again, staying away, he will never attack you because he's, again, a very, a melee hero, okay? So you just keep that Tango going. Second piece is that when you see that you're winning, you see that he starts to back away. He gets scared, right? This is the time where you throw a shot and then you right-click forward so that you move. It's called stutter stepping. It's a mechanical thing, and I suggest you YouTube it somewhere else who will do probably a better job of me explaining it. But because when you attack, you're like throwing a snowball, and then because you can't throw another snowball for like a little bit of time due to, the rate that you attack. So you would step forward, throw, step forward, throw, okay? This is something that really I suggest you go into more detail on. It will help you because of the fact that you're a ranged hero. This is super important. StarCraft 2, Marines, stutter stepping, that will help you out. I'm sure there are good tutorials. But if you do that, as he's running away, you're catching up on him and you're still able to kind of throw, and you have that range that you can constantly attack with. You still have your attack vector. You might have been able to kill him. 136, debatable, but you would have got him even lower so that he has to respect you even more. Right, he couldn't get into you. Okay? Alright, we're going to keep going here. He doesn't even have mana for you, right? Like, this is the time. Why are you not attacking him? Like, why are you letting him even get near you? You are the ranged guy. As a mid hero solo 1v1, you're super low. Okay. You're scaring me with this. Okay. Why melee heroes generally are not as good in mid. I mean, you're going to see other, like, DK and stuff like that, but he's got the flame burst and whatnot. But basically, you have that, your basic attack can hit him from a safe distance, okay? So you need to keep that distance there, right? Always, again, the Tango, the spacing, everything that you're doing, you're making sure that you're within this, that spot. You shouldn't let him run up on you. The thing is that now, it's gotten to the point where 4 minutes or whatever, 3 minutes, is you got to keep clicking on this guy. What does this guy have? What's his movement speed? 325. What is your movement speed? It's 280. So you need to react a little bit quicker. You need to, again, if you want to tango with the guy, you got to keep up with your partner. Okay? All right, so let's continue here. You're pushing the lane. Again, I'm never a fan of that. Because, okay, you're going to go for this? What's going to happen? You've been silenced. You do have your fairy fire. Yeah, now you gotta respect it. Okay. Not the biggest fan. I would have just looked at Tango. You don't have boots, so you're definitely slower than this guy. And he's got haste now, so he can literally just run up on you. But he doesn't really have mana to deal with you. He's got 2 sets of bracers, which is actually quite a lot in terms of his sustainability. Abbadon super annoying. Now he's got boots and a haste, and this guy has hypersonic speed with 550. 5 minutes. See, why are you hitting the creep wave willy-nilly? Right? You're making it easy for him. You're making it very predictable. You're going to go for this. Oh my gosh. You morphed on forward. You've got a photic shield. I don't know if this is smart, mate. Do you die? Yeah, he's going to run up on you. Fairy Fire to use. You got your bottle. Okay, okay. Okay. Alright, alright. Obviously, you played Morphling more than I do, because I'm just like, oh, he's gonna die. This guy. Alright, but it doesn't really matter. 5 minutes, and wow, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. No one picked up a rune. Okay, they're terrible people, terrible supports. But it's good for you, because you needed that rune. And you're back to full, and you say, nice. Exactly what I was thinking, so well done there. Okay, Abbadon is level 6. Oh, he popped borrow time. I don't know why I did that. Did he do that on accident? I don't even know. I'm really bad at observing, so apparently I didn't see this. Okay, stop hitting the creep wave. Just willy-nilly. Oh, you got a couple shots on. He doesn't have borrow time, so he's actually kind of vulnerable. But he's going to get it back up in soon. Salve up, he's got the shield. He don't care about you. Morph through it. It's silenced. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Borrow time, back up. Back the fuck up. Yo, if he had like whatchamacallit, the Mist Coil, and he just hit you when you were morphing, that would have been hilarious. But okay, nonetheless, didn't happen. And you're actually behind in terms of levels, mate. And this comes back to the fact that you were not as aggressive as you should have been in that lane. You got to get some... Whenever he goes near the creep wave, you need to attack him. Keep up that Tango. I don't think you should just stand and fight. This is not the time. I think you're not strong enough yet. Alright, so 6-2. Things are not going well in the other lanes. Pop power time. Perfect. Perfect. Now he has to play a little bit more safe. Get a nice last hit there. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Okay, so about 8 minutes. 31 and 7. 34 and 7. Okay. One thing to note is that if you want to push the wave, fine. I'm okay with that. But you need to turn it into jungle creeps, right? You need to start stacking for yourself back here. You needed to have done other things. That's the whole reason of pushing the creep wave, right? Getting it out of your view, so to speak. But you didn't really do a whole lot of that, and you kind of just stayed in the lane, and I felt like you're wasting a lot of time with this guy. And he's going to run up on you. He's got borrowed time, so he can do this. Yeah, he's got borrowed time. You don't care. He's got Mystic Shield. He thinks you're fine, but look at this guy. Yeah. Alright. Regen. I hope you don't lose it to something silly. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Actually, you were strong there. But you wanted the creeps. That's fine. So, again, push out the creep wave. Go back here. Look to stack. Look to clear that out. Like, you don't always have to be in the, you know, okay. Alright. He has to completely back off because he doesn't have borrowed time. He's going to salve on back. That's fine. Alright. 9 minutes 40 seconds. You're going to farm this. Oh, your creep wave. Oh, your courier. Not like this. Pop in borrowed time one more time. Yeah, so almost every 40 seconds. Or 50, 60 seconds. What is it? 60 seconds. Okay. Got a DD. DD, what do you do out of this? You lost your courier, which is actually a pain in the ass, but... Like, I don't think that sticking around for Abbadon is really the way to go. Okay, as I say this, you prove me wrong. Oh, yeah. Like, I felt like you could have created space. You had a DD, and really no... I mean, they don't really have the greatest division. I mean, this Observer War is right up in the middle. They find you. The Pudge hooks you. But you realizes... I mean, come on. DD Morphling, and this Pudge is like, oh, I made a mistake. And has to run off. You don't really care. You're just jungling while your Jakiro dies right next to you. Cool. Cool. Jakiro lives don't matter, apparently. Okay. Okay. That was going to miscoil you. He doesn't actually have it. You are fine. You've got to find your Morbid Mask. Okay, so you should be a lot more comfortable now, right? I would feel a lot better with Morbid Mask. But you need the last hit. Now, I mean, yes, it's 11 minutes, but 10 minutes is the ultimate... So you've kind of come back, right? Abbadon was definitely winning at some points. Let's see what you can do. I think that you're too rooted in the mid lane. I think that it would help you to add a little bit of farming efficiency if you looked at, like, you know, some of the other pros and the way that they farm, because if you want to push the lane, that's all good. Like, you don't actually have to fight this guy. Like, this guy just, he's looking to fight you because he wants to zone you out. And the fact that he has borrowed time, he can continue to do this. But you're playing to his strengths. That's what he wants to do. That's not your game plan. Your game plan, push the lane, morph through it, you know, and then go in, start stacking these jungles, and then just constantly bounce between this camp, which, by the way, you've left this behind, and this is actually going to slow you down because it's going to have less. And then use your illusions, micro, please. No, you don't want to? Okay, alright. Oh, he does have Miscoil. Alright. But you're going oh no, that's Abbadon. I was like, what? Why would you go Radiance first? But I don't know what item you're going first. He doesn't have borrowed time. You could get, oh! You could have killed him! I'm pretty sure you could have killed him if you didn't do that play. With the Morphling thing. That was super close. I'm not going to rewind it. We got other games to go to. So, alright. Nonetheless, you can continue to push. Okay, good. Creep waves are hitting. What are you gonna get out of this? 14 minutes, right? And this is a little bit of a stack here. Jakiro running for his life again. But again, you don't care about Jakiro lives. Look at this guy, just running up on this guy. Yeah. Why is this guy not ice pathing? There we go. Okay, good. Borrow time, and he's gonna run up on him. Yeah. Yeah, Jakiro too deep. Like, it's super hard. Oh, good, good. Hey, first kill, I think, for you. 14 minutes and 40 seconds. What are you doing at this point? You're pinging your friends to get the bounty runes, right? Your bottom lane is getting pushed the fuck up, and you need to ensure that you win the game, right? So push, push, push. Use liquid fire on this thing. Fine, he glyphs it up. Fine. You got to take advantage of what small little gaps that you get, man. And this is why Jakiro is super strong this patch. 7.27C, man. Like, look at how fast that tower went down. He's a really good pusher. Watch the hook. You know, you couldn't have seen that. That's fine. Nice lift up there by Rubik. I think Rubik might die. No. Okay. They don't catch him in the end. Okay. So that played up. Okay. Brewmaster here is level 8. No space provided yet. And your Bloodthirster. Okay. Sorry, Bloodseeker. Like, he's going straight up Radiance. Like, not a huge fan of that, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, he's going out of that lane. Let's see. Alright, let's see what else is going on. You're just kind of bouncing back between, which is fine. But the Veno is actually tops in terms of net worth. Right, like, there's really not much you can do here. I mean, you just gotta, like, you can't really zone him out. Abbadon's kind of strong in that sense. Room? Okay, so you'll take that. Excellent. And Abbadon doing Abbadon things. Like, look, he has just, like, straight up face boots, and all he's doing is just, like, running up on the tower. He's got borrowed time, so he's got some, oh, the TP coming in top. Coming in hot. But, again, it was under, okay. The creeps were there, and you TP'd right on that. Right? It's very obvious. They're just going to back off. This is the right move by the Radiant. Okay? Like, you might have been able to TP. I think the outpost would have been better. Because they wouldn't have seen you. And, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you get a fight. Oh. Yeah. Abbadon don't care. Abbadon just goes for the tower. Cleave. And they're going to kill the Brewmaster. Why didn't... Oh, he's already ulted. Okay. Ice Path. Borrow time on the back end of this. Okay, and supersonic speed. This Bloodseeker going at it. Now you got your waveform moving on forward. Good. Shotgun slows him down, but that Fox Shield will probably end that. Nice chrono. I only caught out one, though. I thought he would get both. Macropyre. Oh, the Shallow Grave. Okay, saves him for now. And you've killed Pudge so far. What do you get out of this? Oh, nice stolen cleave. And that's going to be a dead Void who couldn't time walk away from that. You got Vessel on you, which could be a problem. That Veno, you do need to respect that. You can't morph. I hope you're not morphing. You might die, yeah. Oh, man. You morph way too much, mate. I think it went down a little bit. We've got video evidence of that. Through it all, like, you lost 4, but that Brewmaster actually didn't even come down to help you. Okay. Just saying. I don't know if this is a stack or... Hang on, let me just see. Yeah, it's looking to be like a stack. A mini stack. So I'm sure you're friends with this Rubik. Okay. Same guild. Okay, Abbadon almost has his Radiance. Could be a problem. What are you building, sir? You have Ethereal Blade. Awesome. So you start blowing people up. But how are you going to deal with this Abbadon? Right? What is the play? Like, even with Rupture and all that stuff, he can kind of just walk that off. You got Time Walk on this guy. So they have a lot of sustain, right? The Shotgun Blast, who are you looking to blow up? The Dazzle? I feel like you picked early in the draft. Let me know if that's true or not, because I feel like, seeing as you picked a Morphling and you're looking at shotgun people, they're like, oh, okay, we'll go the tankiest motherfuckers ever, right? And they've kind of counterpicked your lineup, because, like, really, you're going to have a hard time bursting any of these guys, except for the Dazzle. And he could technically just shallow grave himself, so you might not even get that off. So they have a really good lineup to kind of counter what Morphling wants to do. You need some way to kind of deal with the Vessel. And the Chrono's on there, doing a really bad job observing. But you do kill the Void, who just... Why are you diving like this? I don't understand that. From the Radiant, nice Ice Path, doesn't really have anything where to go. We'll get the Pudge in the end, who tried to deny himself, but that doesn't work anymore. Abbadon doesn't have borrowed time. He's still alive. 4 seconds? 2 seconds? Oh, and the borrowed time. TP. As the... Oh, that's... Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure... Oh, he kills a Brew! What? Nice hook, and he kills a Bloodseeker. This Abbadon, and he kills the Jakiro. Worth. Look, I don't know what server this is, but in C, all chat, this is where the Abbadon does the question mark. This is the way to go, right? Easy peasy. Easiest kill of his life. This is when you start trash talking. Dota's a mental game, right? So you attack people. All right. So you're turning this into a BKB, which I'm fine with. But the Veno, to be honest, is the most toxic one. He's the problem. He's gonna slow you down, he's gonna poison you, you're not gonna be able to morph, and you saw that earlier of why you died. Okay? I'm just trying to think of what else. Like, somebody needed to have gone like Greaves, you know what I mean? Just kind of like a pipe. Some ways to kind of just deal with this magic damage that's like prevalent throughout their entire lineup. Brewmaster's gonna die. He's gonna Bruling up just to kind of keep himself alive, but he's actually not microing anyone. Like, Cyclone this motherfucker and then just stone him. Like, he's not using any of... Oh god. Okay, so you got the Dazzle on the end. Okay, so you got the Pudge. Alright, this Brewmaster doesn't really know how to play him. He's not really microing properly with any of his Brewlings. But this Abbadon is here. Scary. Nice Chrono. Nice 3-man Chrono. And the Radiance is actually burning through all of them. Got both the supports, and it looks like they want more. The Bloodseeker really can't fight. Battle Fury and Mask of Madness, you're here. Your nice waveform forward, but... not like this. Not like this. Yeah, this guy, perfect vessel. Okay? So, itemization-wise, this Veno's been on point, right? This vessel is actually massive against a Morphling. It counters you straight up. You want to morph? Fine. You're dead. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't have a choice. So you need some way to purge it, some sort of magic damage, you know, immunity. BKB, again, super high priority for you. And it looks like you've kind of decided to go away from that. You've gone with a Manta instead. Not a huge fan of that. But somebody on your team needs to go the straight-up utility that you really need. Like, look. This Brewmaster right here, not understanding his position, right? Like, if I'm in a team fight, Brewmaster is going to be the last one that I'm going to go on. This Blade Mail is basically saying, go on me, and then I will Blade Mail. Like, they don't want to go on you. They're going to run away. They're going to kite you to death, and then you're going to just, you know, ult here, and they're not going to attack you anyways. Yeah, you can control or whatever, but, like, Blade Mail is a really bad item. That's what I'm trying to say, right? What this guy needed to have done was gone Pipe, maybe even Crimson. I mean, at some point you're going to have to get that, because this Void is starting to get a little bit out of control with the Battle Fury and Yasha. Going to get Manta even way faster than you. You are definitely behind. Borrowed time has been executed. Yeah, you're struggling here. And so the Radiant here doing a good job of just creating space. I mean, they've kind of completely locked this. I'm going to draw, because I like to draw. Like, look at this. This is how much space you have, right? Not a whole lot. Like, this is not a safe spot. Notice how the T2s are both gone, so this Brewmaster almost dies for that. right? This is the real Void, who literally just walked up to everybody. And on the back end of this, you do burst out the Dazzle, which is ideal. That's definitely something we needed to do. I love this chat wheel. Awesome. Okay, so you're on point with the chat wheel. That's not a weakness of your game. Some tips are going on. Obviously, you got way more than he did. Alright, and now it looks like you're going to get... So the Radiant's been on point, right? They've gotten a pick off. What do? They turn it into a tower and they push it forward. Like, you had all that space. The T1 very easily killed the T2. They've taken your outpost. I mean, they're almost at high ground. They just need to fix the lanes. You need to split push. You need to create space. Nice hook there. They get the Brewmaster, who again... Oh, he gets the Brew. Okay, he gets the ult on up. But he's only used this to not create space, but to just save himself. So it's a really bad usage. Because you're not getting a lot of value, right? This guy wants the crowd control, and he's so low. Oh, okay. Shit. Okay. Veno here just cutting the creeps. Awesome. This is the way you do it. So, like, this Abbadon has been really annoying, and actually been playing the way he should be, in the sense that, you know, he fights when he has borrowed time. He creates a lot of havoc. Borrowed time's on cooldown. Okay, back up. We retreat. Wait for it to come back again. And then look at this army of Veno wards. This is just gross. This is just gross. Let's zoom in. Oh, we can. We can, but I don't want to. Nonetheless, Abbadon here just kind of pushing through. I mean, look, clumsy net, like S and Y, he's just so fast. Like, it's really hard to deal with this. This guy's is really tanky. And this Brewmaster actually TP'd there. Jakiro here on the back end of that. Macro powers, but doesn't really connect on anything. You waveform on forward, but you don't want to be here. Oh, nice Chrono catches him out. And the Bloodseeker, oh, they do get the nice lift up. Oh, they do kill the Void. Okay, that's nice. That was actually a really nice lift by the Rubik. So, great play there. Oh, you get the nice hook on the Dazzle. He's in a bad spot. He's going to Shallow Grave, TP on out. Nobody there to help him. He survives, and this Abbadon is now here. Got the Aphotic Shield, saved the Morphling. And Abbadon actually has MKB. This guy's a tank. Look at this guy. He don't care. He's still got borrowed time. What? Come at it, bro. He's got borrowed time. Don't really care. He's going to just walk up to this Jakiro. This is how you do with it. Borrowed time has been used. Oh, and he gets the Mystic Coil to kill him. The Veno's in position with all these wards. Like, this is super annoying to deal with. Like, this is the type where you can't fight unless you kill these wards. Right? I know it doesn't seem like they do a lot of damage, but man, this Veno's loving it. Bring it up with the Octarine Core. Just more wards. Like, how much toxic... Look at this. Look at this. What are you going to do? You got to kill these wards. Farm them. Good. And it looks like you want more. Abbadon getting low. He does have borrowed time. Borrowed time. He's looking to turn this. He just runs straight up on that Brewmaster. You try to shotgun him, but man. Okay, he dies in the end. And you are very low. Okay. So you got that. You defended your top racks and the tower. Fine. Awesome. What do you get out of this? 15k. So this game is a little bit different because the Radiant side has kind of been on point in terms of their push, and they've been very good with the objectives and taking them, right? They haven't given you a lot of space to breathe. You haven't been winning a lot of team fights. The 37-21 is a big factor in this, and yeah, look at just more sustainability by this Dazzle here, just making your life that much more difficult. So 33 minutes, 14k net worth lead. By the Radiant, that is. Not your side, unfortunately. But this Bloodseeker, I feel like the impact has been very, very little. What was that hook? He's trying to hook the Dazzle. Oh, he's trying to find the Rubik. But Rubik, not to be found. Let's just speed things up. A little bit of a lull. Yeah. So, okay. What are other ways, what are other items that you get to deal with this Abbadon? Okay. Does any of your team members have Vessel? Stops the healing, right? Is there any sort of, Heaven's Halberd kind of deals with the fact that he can't right-click you anymore, right? Yeah, he burns you to death, but it doesn't really matter, right? Or somebody goes Yules, right? Further harasses him, right? Like, these are all items that your team needed to have gotten, right? I don't, like, somebody needs to bring the right click damage. Obviously, this Bloodseeker's not doing a good job, so I understand why you're doing it, but your teammates, like this Brewmaster didn't go the right utility. Very late, you know, into a pipe. This Rubik probably should not be going Ags. There's really not much to steal. I mean, yeah, you might get the perfect chrono and all that stuff, but like to help your team more, probably 4 staff to get yourself out of the, you know, the Veno poison, and like a Yule's would have been amazing, right? Because if Abbadon borrowed, you know, it gets borrowed time, you just use them up, waste the entire ult, right? It's like 5 seconds, and this thing is what, 6 seconds? So he gets a second of borrowed time, right? So more ways. Brewmaster, if he does the primal split, he's got the what is it? The blue one, the blue panda, who can just cyclone him up, right? So all of these things, the little things that your team is not doing well, not itemizing properly, and definitely not team fighting, not understanding how the team fight should work. And through that all, like Abbadon, the reason why he's good is because people don't really understand how to deal with his borrowed time. If you just slow him down, like an OD counters this guy because he borrowed time. Okay, just imprisonment, done. He's out. Oh, he actually time walked forward. The silence will be there. He gets lifted, and he's in a bad spot. He's been silenced. Yeah, and Void. Yo, if you're not gonna go in with the chrono, man, you go hard or go home. And it looks like he's gonna go home in a body bag. He's been silenced. Oh, he gets the chrono off here. He gets the Manta. And he's going to do something, but he's been lifted on up. The Yules. Now the Brewmaster does get the right one, but he does kill the Rubik. The Bloodseeker, who's done very, very little. He dies. Morphling, you tried to get cute. You tried to hook him back, but you missed. But you're still around. But here's the thing. Your team, this Jakiro, this Brewmaster, this Rubik, all of them are about the control. You're about the damage. You don't need to be making these hooks. You need to be getting in there and doing some damage, right? And this is why I'm assuming that you're going to die here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. You can't shotgun this guy, right? And you can't really burst the void. And so this is kind of where I'm thinking that in the beginning you probably should have gone like a right-click build. You should itemize differently. Because this build works when they're against like Alina, Drow, you know, all the squishy heroes of Dota. But playing this style doesn't work into this lineup, which literally just counters you because he can time walk it. You got Shallow Grave. Like this Abbadon loves it. It heals him at the end of the day, right? So you needed to understand what the enemy team is bringing to the yard so that you can kind of counter pick and counter itemize, right? Like it's okay that you're Morphling. I don't think that that's a problem, but the fact that your team is not really playing to your strengths and not you're somehow alive. Okay. The Veno ult has been used. They get the Abbadon, who again, borrow time, right? Shallow Grave. And here comes the Void. He does have Chrono, and this Brewmaster has not been good. Bloodseeker, literally very little damage this game. Oh, you do kill the Abbadon, but it really doesn't matter because these creeps, they're angry. They might end the game. Do they end the game? They don't end the game. And Void is back. Void does not have Chrono because he used it, but you're the only one. You do kill the Dazzle in the end, and I think that's it. Yeah, these totems are just literally just shooting down the Ancient, and not really much you can do in terms of running. I think that it's too far beyond, but nonetheless, a lot to learn in that game. A lot to learn. Try to itemize a little differently. You really didn't have that peak. You know what I mean? Like where you could start bursting people again. Your teammates, they kind of like 17 deaths. This guy, man. Like this is where you're kind of like, Blames. I think I need to report this guy because this is a lot of deaths. This is getting there. 12. Again, support's definitely under 10. That's the goal that you want to have, and especially in a 45-minute or 38-minute game, you do need to limit that as much as possible. If we're looking at damage-wise, look at this Bloodseeker. Okay, 31,000. It seemed like a lot less, but he just got blown up every single time. I think the Radiance was really late. The BKB, all of this stuff. I think that like this is a early to mid-tier hero, right? He wants to get his ruptures and he wants to kill people, but seeing as the fact that like these heroes pretty much counter all of your heroes. This is like a 60, 70, okay, 60, 40, 70, 30 ratio. I would have given this going into this lineup. They just had a huge advantage. Like they were so tanky. There's no way you burst any of these guys. All of these guys are about sustain, and your team is about burst, and it's not going to work. So I hope you learned something. Thank you so much. Please do give a like and subscribe. It goes a long way in terms of all your support that you do. I'll be doing this weekdays 1 to 4. Please follow me, Holler TV at YouTube, as well as Twitch. And I will hopefully get to your game. Please DM me your game if you've got one. And I'll catch you guys next time.